The live cost of Sandbox is $52,160,593. Sand cost could hit its expected high of $133 toward the finish of 2024. Sandbox cost with a potential flood could go as high as $632 toward the finish of 2030. The crypto circle turned over a leaf of its registry in the former year. The new leaf from the catalog flaunts different areas like NFTs, blockchain games, and the metaverse in the crypto market. The computerized resources from the areas have depicted perfect returns. Decentraland and Axie Endlessness are supposed to be the top contenders of the Sandbox market concerning innovation. The Sandbox has been tempting gamers as well as advertisers from the more extensive society. Is it true or not that you are one of the people who thinks about Sandbox tokens in your speculation portfolio? Look no further as we decipher the conceivable Sandbox cost forecast 2024-2030 and the years to come. Sand Value Expectation Walk 2024. The sand cost exchanged somewhere in the range of $142.63 and $144.72 for the main 7-day stretch of February, following which the market picked up speed, bringing about the sand cost recording a leap of 12.20% over the course of the following 3 days. After this, the cost confronted dismissal at $789, following which the cost exchanged sideways for some time. As the market unpredictability developed, the bulls recovered energy and recorded a leap of 11.27% in esteem, following which the cost confronted dismissal at $5.29. From that point forward, the SAND token has been exchanging a solidified reach somewhere in the range of $4.789 and $5.46. The overall strength list RSI shows a consistent decrease in the graph, featuring an expansion in the selling tension inside the market. Further, the midpoints show a negative union, featuring a negative cost activity for the sand cost before very long. Assuming the bulls hold the cost over the helper position level of $49.53, the Sandbox token will recover force and plan to test its upper obstruction level of $5.29 during the approaching month. Adversely, assuming that the bears keep on acquiring power, the cost will proceed to drain and test its lower backing of $789. The Sandbox Coin Value Forecast 2024. Gaining from the graphical portrayal, the count of holders and cruisers has been rising consistently. That of brokers has been on a decay. Progressively, the ascent of long-haul financial backers could push SAND's cost to $133. On the other side, the SAND token could take the base level to $610. Progressively, taking into account the bullish and negative focuses on the normal cost, could find its base at $2. In the event that they figure out how to secure themselves more in the gaming market, this can bring about the cost of Sandbox cost expectation for 2024 could go from $610 to $133 for the year. The Sandbox Value Expectation 2025. It is known to the majority that the crypto stanza has been taking monster steps towards assorted areas. NFTs, blockchain-based games, and metaverse have flourished throughout the long term. The Sandbox would extol further. Also, in the event that the arranged updates emerge according to the white paper, then the cost could hit its likely high of $1.520 toward the finish of 2025. Going against the norm, assuming that the organization neglects to enthrall the footing of the client base. Also succumbs to far and wide guesses, the bears may effectively dominate. In such a case, the sand cost might dive to $1.53. All things considered, with ordinary trade orders, the cost could settle at $1.262. The Sandbox Value Forecast 2026. As indicated by our experts, SAND crypto cost for the year 2026 could go between $1.476 to $1.814, and the typical cost of Sandbox could be around $1.660. The Sandbox Value Expectation 2027. As indicated by our investigators, Sandbox cost for the year 2027 could run between $0.8823 to $2.1999, and the typical cost of sand could be around $2.14. The Sandbox Value Expectation 2028. As indicated by our investigators, Sand coin cost for the year 2028 could run between $2.311 to $2.2881, and the typical Sandbox cost could be around $0.567. The Sandbox Value Expectation 2029. As per our investigators, Sandbox crypto cost for the year 2029 could go between $2.861 to $3.562, and the typical sand cost could be around $3.212. The Sandbox Value Forecast 2030. As indicated by our examiners, Sand coin cost for the year 2030 could go between $3.661 to $4.632, and the typical cost of Sandbox could be around $1,442. We have made a table that incorporates the conceivable cost expectation for a similar token made by other crypto examiners on their individual stages. The objectives referenced above are the typical targets set by the separate firms. Its value forecast. The Sand is by all accounts relentless with a progression of occasions arranged for send-off. This NFT-based stage is the most ideal interest in the ongoing questionable market situation, as Perez planned the Sandbox cost forecast. On the off chance that the organization dispatches updates, for example, liquidity mining, marking, and game creator, the cost could move to $133. All things considered, in the event that the organization neglects to execute its arrangement, the cost could sink to $610 toward the finish of 2024. On the off chance that the computerized resource keeps on exchanging as expected with practically no significant swings, the cost could settle at a typical degree of $2. Central investigation. The Sandbox was sent off in the year 2011 by Pixel organization. There are two prime supporters of the stage, Arthur Andres Madrid and Sebastian Borget. According to their white paper, the fundamental objective of the stage is to reform the standard gaming space with blockchain-upheld innovation. Moreover, the stage delivered the alpha update in December 2018. Also distributed maker assets to boost engineers to foster things on its blockchain. Starting subsidizing occurred in May 2019, the stage has affirmed a $4.5 million seed round from rumored tech firms including Genuine Worldwide Endeavors, Square Enix, and Hashed. In December 2019, the environment affirmed its most memorable land deal, highlighting a sum of 25% of the bequest. Further, the stage delivered a beta form of Voxedet in February 2020 to drag the footing of a bigger client base. The liquidity mining and marking program was sent off in September 2020. Factors influencing the value of Sandbox. Organic market. A spike in organic market can assist with flooding the cost of this coin to new highs. Expansion of government-issued types of money. Excessive inflation could drive individuals and state-run administrations towards digital currencies as another option. State-run administrations. Guidelines by the public authority and the National Bank Computerized Monetary Standard (CBDCS) could influence the crypto business extraordinarily. What is the Sandbox? The Sandbox has been a blockchain-upheld virtual space where clients can play, make, purchase, sell, and adapt their gaming encounters. The rationale of the stage is to release players' inventiveness by permitting them to assemble the foundation of their vision. The Sandbox metaverse world has been sent on top of the Ethereum blockchain. It utilizes the post-confirmation of stake agreement component. Nonetheless, the stage has its own local symbolic sand, an exemplary form of the ERC20 token. The Sandbox metaverse works with a computerized piece of land called Land. The critical objective behind the thought is to empower game engineers and makers to plan and adapt their virtual encounters. Specifically, players are permitted to rent and stake on their territories. One necessity is to have sand in their